I'm getting signatures for Cliff to Temple, who's he's a pro-lifer, but he's looking to get on the ballot for the 5th congressional district, which is Washington County, Waukesha County, the southern half of Dodge County, Jefferson County.
Is he an abolitionist or a pro-lifer?
I'm sorry?
Is he an abolitionist or a pro-lifer?
He's pro-life. He's very pro-life.
Because as an abolitionist, I mean, you know, as abolitionists I hear, we don't support people who regulate murder. We want to put people in office who will abolish it, who will put forth a bill to criminalize abortion as murder, not to just keep regulating it like we've been doing for 47 years. And I don't know if that's his position. I mean, I'm guessing it is if he's pro-life.
He's against abortion.
Well, I know that, but I guess, but do you understand what I'm saying? Or maybe you don't.
That it would actually be a criminal offense.
Well, that someone who would put forth a bill to actually criminalize abortion, treat it as murder, and that anyone who participates in it, father, mother, that they'd be given the death penalty, that they would be punished for their crime.
Right.
And pro-lifers, the pro-life movement, they say no, they shouldn't be punished. Right. And then that's not true justice, not biblical justice. So so I'm just wondering what his position on that is, and if he has a biblical position. I mean, it's a pro-life position to regulate murder, not to actually criminalize it, not to punish the mothers and fathers and anyone involved, the abortionist. Right. And so, I mean, I don't know what's his name.
Cliff to Temple. Yeah, I'll give you
Cliff to
Temple. Okay.
Actually.
Yeah. Are you in Washington County? Or?
Well, I live in Waukesha.
Oh, okay.
And I guess you could consider me a citizen. I mean, I get mail here.
Can you vote here?
I don't think I can. I'm not, because I'm not registered to vote.
Okay.
But let me see.
Yeah, you can check him out. His website's there.
Okay. Cliff to Temple. That's an interesting last name.
Yeah, and you're welcome to send him some information or shoot him an email.
Okay.
Showing where you guys stand on. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yes,
because it seems like if you aren't in line completely, it seems like you are a lot in line. So.
Well, because abolitionists they only support candidates who actually want to abolish abortion
completely. Yeah.
And because I mean I've seen yes ma'am, completely, no exceptions. Yeah. No just giving the abortionists a slap on the wrist, or letting the murderers go free, like the mothers and fathers.
Right.
And there's, I don't know if you're familiar, but just to in a nutshell, or to explain it briefly, I was in Texas and Oklahoma recently. Okay. Before the shutdown. Yeah. And they killed not just there, but like there's been 8 or 9 bills, but I was there like in person in Texas and Oklahoma where they killed the bill to abolish abortion. You know who killed it? The bills? Pro-life Republicans.
Really?
Yeah. It was. I know that because I talked to the people down there and I saw it myself that it was pro-life church-going Republicans who killed the bills. Like in Texas, it was the pro-life. What was he? A senator? He was chairman of the committee in Texas, and the bill to abolish abortion and criminalize it as murder, and that would punish the mothers for murdering their babies, was assigned to his committee, and he killed the bill. And he said, I don't know if this is his only reason, but the reason he stated was because he did not want to punish the mothers, or as they say women, but he didn't want to punish the mothers. That's why he killed the bill. And there's been at least 8 or 9 bills across the country that have been killed for the same reason. That and so they're always opposed. Not like the fiercest opposition comes from pro-life leaders and pro-life groups, because they part of and this may seem very weird, like if you hear it for the first time, because it's like, what? Because you think pro-life people would support it. Right. Well, one big reason they don't support bills of abolition is because they don't want all their hard work and passing these regulatory bills, like the 20-week ban, the fetal heartbeat bill. They don't want that wiped off the books. They don't want all their hard work destroyed. Okay. But what they failed to understand or accept is that if you actually get a bill that would criminalize abortion, that you don't need these. You don't need what they've done. In fact, what the bills that they passed aren't actually. They're not good because they're not treating abortion as murder. They're saying basically meet this criteria. You have to have an ultrasound. You have to have 24-hour waiting period. Meet this criteria. Check the boxes, and then you can murder your baby. And that's evil in the eyes of God.
Oh.
And so so they don't want all those bills of regulation wiped off the books, and they think that a bill of abolition would be shot down by the Supreme Court. But the thing that they ignore or that they disregard is that the Supreme Court, you just defy them.
I gotta move the truck because they're gonna paint, so I'm gonna put it in this parking lot, and then I'm gonna go on this side street.
Okay.
And so that the
hold on, Cliff.
Go ahead.
Did you talk to them? Okay.
Did you get one of these, by the way?
No.
Because that explains what I'm talking about.
You know what? I got one of these.
You may have. I don't know.
Not for Field Square. It was another rally. I got one of these.
Yeah, that.
Hang onto it as an extra and pass it off to someone.
Yeah,
Okay.
That explains, like, when we put forth a bill of abolition in any state, that it's written inside of the law itself, the bill itself. Well, the bill, since it's not law yet, it's written that if any court tries to intervene, or the Supreme Court tries to shoot it down, or any court, any judge, basically you ignore them, you defy them. And what the problem with the problem with pro-life bills, another problem with them is the ones I was just talking about. They're bound down to the Supreme Court, to Roe v. Wade. They're giving compliance. They're in compliance with Roe v. Wade. And Roe v. Wade's not law; it's an opinion of a court, because the courts can't make laws, and they don't have the constitutional authority to make laws. Supreme Court, and so what these bills are doing is they're actually helping to keep abortion legal, which it sounds weird at first, but
that is interesting. I have to look into this.
I mean, and I'm giving you a lot of information.
I'll look on this. I'll look this.
And that explains a lot. But like basically, and this is kind of challenging for me to accept myself. Like really, but like these pro-life bills.
Hold on, am I on camera right now?
Actually, I'm not even sure you are. As it may be turned off or ran out of film.
Okay.
So, but yeah, that's why I was making that sound. Ran out of film or ran out of battery.
Is that for your safety?
It's for documentation and safety.